Okay, so we are talking about the data that Singtel provided. So we can see that the data that Singtel provided is pretty raw, right? So we can see that the data is not very well formatted, and it's pretty hard for our friends to work with on his training models. So what we do, we have to copy all the data, and then we have to process it. Uh, while we're processing, we have a lot of other stages, which are over here, and it's very complicated. So I'm because of the limited time, so I'm not gonna talk on about it. But for you to understand that this process is very difficult, and we have to try really hard to get to the last state. This is the final state, our final data set, so that our friends can work with it. So we have the year, the week ID, the start and the end week, the data for the sales of the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 14 and etc. But what is more interesting is that we also sum up the number of holiday in each week, and we assume that the offer amount that given in the data sheet, no, no, given in the data sheet over here, the offer amount in the campaign data. So we think that it's about, we assume that it's the amount of memories of data transfer that Singtel offer for each user while they buy the product like Apple's or Samsung. And there we go. We divide it into columns, one for iPhone, one for Samsung, and the data provided in each week, and that's it.
Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna start dive into information using the own data that we have drafted before. Because here is the campaign information in this part or dashboard. The orange line is the iPhone campaign data, and the other is the Samsung campaign. So the task we are assigned is to predict the Samsung Galaxy S22 and the iPhone using the predefined information. So here we are using so many like very complex models to implementing, and just zoom in. Here is some methods performance. The green, the blue columns is MAE, and the red is MSA, which is stand for red means square error, and the blue is the mean average error. So here we are defined that best and the most well-known model is the XGBoot and the RAM Forest for the Samsung Galaxy S22, and for the iPhone 14 is the K near neighbors. But it turns out that the XGBoot and ARIMA model is not very well performed because it may overfit the data too much. So switch to another method is that we use the polynomial regressions in here. So for the Samsung Galaxy S22 predictions, I choose the degree to be about 5, and it's quite fit the data and it's not be very overfitting. And for the iPhone 14, I only choose the degree of 3 because the data provided is quite small, so we cannot sample much on that. And for the Samsung Galaxy S23, I think because it's quite emulate the like movements and the gradients of this S22, so just do some tasks and information to elaborate more on that. Okay, so here we have got the Samsung status, which is enhanced a little bit about the campaigns S21 and S22. So that is not very quite similar to each other. So you cannot like distill so much information from that. So okay, so using machine learning and other models, we can predefine a lot of information and distill with hope that we can finally like do something for sake of Intel. Yeah, and that was our briefing. Thank you.